the spine, yeah. Cause they know that Baba talking about me, but we strong through the power of his might, yeah. Yeah, I know these nations don't like me. Everything they do is out of spite, yeah. Cause they know that Baba talking about me, but we strong through the power of his might, yeah. The Most High, I know he got me. Read the OT, you wanna know about me. They do, but don't doubt me. The good news, you can't stop it. Now that we waking up, studying the Bible, we cooking up. Everything looking up, 20 deep, we be pulling up. Teaching our people the truth. That's who we are. Showing scriptures for proof that what we do.
We was over here counseling. We decided, hey, man, we got to cut the video. We got to go back. We got too much to bring out. Hey, let's go to the picture, man. Bring it out. We got to get to it. Religion has destroyed us, like T.I. was talking about. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know about y'all. Real talk. Real talk. Even when I was caught up in Christianity, I couldn't even imagine hugging the person that killed my brother. I got one brother. And you killed my brother and me hugging you, talking about I forgive. I wasn't that caught up in religion like that.
Nah, not like
I'll tell you right now, I wasn't that caught up in it. I went to church with my grandma every Sunday, but I wasn't that caught up in it, man. I was wicked as hell.
And Cap, you know they say he ain't speak. He haven't spoke on it since his brother died. And when he spoke in the courtroom, the first thing he say is, "Can I give her a hug? Can I hug her?"
I don't even want you to go to jail.
Right. He said, I wasn't going to say nothing. Especially I wasn't going to say nothing in front of my family because my views are different from theirs. His mama don't agree with that shit.
Yeah, her mama like, nah, you crazy.
Man.
But mama his mama grade disown his ass.
Yeah.
My baby.
Yeah.
No way.
Hey, go back to the picture. Pull the picture up.
Well, you hugged the murderer of your brother got murdered by this demon.
How many times he got shot?
2 times in the chest. Point blank. Sent him ass.
And when you watch
kill shots.
When he asked to hug her, you know, you just give a hug and then you out.
That's an embrace right there.
It was embrace, let go. Embrace, let go. They hugged each other like 5 or 6 times. Right there.
Yeah.
He let her go like that, and he went right back in for the hug.
That's
he let her go again, went right back in for the hug.
And then the judge comes down, and she hugs him too, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Look at this. This is mental destruction. Hey, and check this out, y'all.
Right.
Y'all see where, and I think Deacon Y'all something might have brought this up, but y'all see where up under that blonde, dirty hair, it's brown hair.
Brown.
Right. Yeah,
They dyed her hair to give her more of that innocent white girl look.
Yep. So think about it.
Right.
They knew she was guilty.
There you go.
And watch this.
There you go.
No, but what you're saying is, they didn't just know she was guilty. She was already convicted.
Yeah.
Because this is sentencing.
Yeah, it was a done deal.
Why wasn't she in orange? Why wasn't she in shackles?
Yeah.
Bring it out. Because they already said, boom, you guilty.
Yep.
Guilty of murder or whatever the charge was.
Right.
This is sentencing. Why is she in a turquoise booty dress?
Hey, and then check this out. The worst one is at the bottom, where the bailiff, the cop, fixes her hair after the verdict. You know what I'm thinking in my head? What she's saying? You know what? When they cut all your hair off when you go to prison, I'll take that shit because it's hard to find blonde hair.
Hey, Cap, you know what her excuse was?
Damn.
Did y'all hear what her excuse was?
What she said?
She was checking for contraband.
No,
come on, dude. Come on now. Come on.
That just came out today.
Man.
The judge said she was checking for contraband.
Come on, dude. You can come up with something.
You don't do that at the jail.
Right.
You don't do that in court.
Right.
That's disrespecting the court. You do that in the back where they finna make you bend over and cough.
There you go. See what I'm saying?
They finna make you bend over and cough. They finna go all through your head and they finna yank it and do everything.
Right.
They ain't finna caress it and make sure it's sitting right on the shoulder.
What you saw right there was the love of their oppressed. That was the envying your oppressor.
Yes.
And that was that. Although you kill him, we don't love these niggas anyway. Thank you for taking one of them out. I don't care nothing about these niggas anyway. That was hatred for black men right there. All of them to do that. The brother, the judge, the bailiff, all of that is showing us that black men are not valued in society.
You know, it's crazy. I understand police officers, they got to stick together certain
Right.
ideas and
That's
situations.
understandable.
But I mean, come on,
When you
goodness
wrong, though,
gracious,
wrong is
when you're
wrong,
wrong, you gotta stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
When you're wrong, she should have been handcuffed. She should have had a muzzle on. She should be led to the slaughter.
I know I've watched some court TV before. Usually, as soon as they announce the verdict, the first thing they do is walk up on the defendant and tell them to turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Put your hand up, yeah.
What they do, stand up, let me give you a hug.
Yeah, give you a hug.
And
Let
give
me
him a
kiss
Bible.
on it.
Then
Let
the
me read
judge
John
get off the
3:16
chair.
to
I
you.
got a Bible.
Then the judge get off the seat and give her own personal
Go to the next.
Bible.
Go to the next
Play that video.
article. Go to the next article or video. Let's pull it up
play
because you
that.
make a good point right there, Captain Gann. This is the mental slavery, like Ricky Smiley was talking about.
Yep.
It's the bamboozlement through religion of our people. Go to that next one.
That's the Trinity doctrine in their mind right there.
Oh, okay. So that's the video of her stroking the hair, right? Play that real quick.
The deputies, so I suspect that maybe
That's
they
not
will be leaving
contraband.
That's not checking for
fingers ain't- look at
contraband.
this.
police escort.
That's straightening her hair out.
Started to circle back with you. You were saying that there was
That's
sort of
making
a
her
flurry
look
of activity,
pretty.
and all of a sudden
Right,
there were
because
sheriff's
if you run
deputies
it back-
around. So obviously that alerted you all to.
Hold on, run it back right quick.
The
Oh, they
deputies,
ain't
There
play
you go.
She hit him with the white girl
the
flow.
deputies,
They
so I
ain't show
suspect
it.
that maybe they
But
will be leaving
before
the
she
courthouse
started doing that, look what
under,
she doing with her
police
nose now.
escort.
She's smiling.
And Rebecca,
She
I'm sorry
gave
to
her
circle back with
tissue.
you. You were saying there was sort of a flurry of activity,
And then
and all
she
of a
rubbed
sudden there
her
were
head.
sheriff's deputies
It's
around.
gonna
So
be all
obviously
right.
that
It's
alerted
okay.
you all to.
It's okay.
Hey,
That's
That's what
something's
she's
going on.
doing.
I know you just killed my man.
I'll put money on your books.
I know you just killed the only person that can save me, but it's gonna be all right.
We're going to take care of you.
That's self-hate, man.
And you know that's crazy. She gonna be taken care of. Prince. You better believe that.
Oh yeah.
She gonna be taken care
Hell
of.
yeah. She gonna have
Yeah,
a
I'll go to
hard
the regular
day
population.
in the 2.5 to 3 years that she served. Go to the next one. Go to the next video. Now play that.
Dallas judge Tammy Kemp is defending her decision to hug police officer Amber Geiger after she was sentenced to 10 years in prison for the murder of.
Listen to this.
This
Boom!
was the moment. Kemp offered Geiger the
Oh, my
after
goodness.
Jean's brother
Disgusting.
had done the same thing. Now, Kemp says
You gonna let her go?
Geiger twice asked for a hug and that she
Yeah.
refused. She spoke with our Dallas Fort Worth station, KTVT,
Watch, he gonna
and
let
she
it
said
down, they ain't show
her
it.
faith guided her actions.
She will forever be the murderer of Botham Jean.
Not in your eyes.
How she carries that thus forward depends on how we receive her. And as a Christian, I believe
Christians.
I'm commanded
Where?
to offer her love and compassion.
Where?
So here with more
Pause it.
public safety
Pause it.
and police.
See, this is the hypocrisy of white man religion Christianity.
Bring it out.
I am commanded to offer her forgiveness, right?
And compassion.
And compassion. Where is the forgiveness and the compassion for that black man that got killed?
Bring it out. Where's that at?
Where's
Go.
that stuff at for the black man that come through
Where's
your
it
court
at?
system? You know. And look at this. I'm telling you right now, judges, police officers, law enforcement, society is not stupid. They know how drugs get into the community.
Right.
They know where they came from. They know that black people are institutionalized.
Mm-hmm.
They know that black people are unfairly treated in the court system.
Right.
They know that, and there is no compassion
Right.
for the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man in the court system at all.
Hey, watch this, Cap. Name somebody ever in history ever showed compassion on a black person that
Right.
murdered a white woman or
Hey,
a white
I'll tell you this right now.
Never.
They didn't show no love for O.J. Simpson. You know,
No.
O.J. Simpson got
They
off with all this.
waited.
Okay. It wasn't no white people that walked up on him was like, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I knew you were innocent.
Right.
No.
That was not the case with
it was
O.J.
pissed.
They
Watch
waited
this.
for years.
Years.
For him to
when he
mess
got
up.
locked up for that memorabilia stuff, they said, yes, we got the
They
nigga.
partied.
Never let him out again.
Watch this. A couple years ago, there was a police officer that killed a lily white woman with the
remember.
blonde hair.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah,
got
in
12
Minnesota.
and-
Yep.
Yeah.
They buried him under jail.
He got 12 years, 12 and a half years, whatever
Yep.
he got. Ain't nobody hug him.
We brought
he was
that
a
out on
police officer.
FCN.
Hey, what was the compassion for old ass Bill Cosby? What was the compassion there? Why the judge didn't get off the off his seat and say it's gonna be
all right.
I know this happened 30 years ago.
60 years
60
ago.
years ago. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's BS, man. Hey, go to Leviticus 19. I am commanded to what she say?
I'm commanded to show her love and compassion.
Love and compassion.
Right.
I'm trying not to commit anything that she said to memory. I don't waste no brain
space.
Right. Leviticus 19, 17 to 18. This is who you commanded to love. Read that.
Right. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother and thine heart. Thy brother and thine heart.
Brother. Read on.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Read.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Against who?
The children of thy people.
When Jesus walked the earth, he was teaching love your own people. How do we know that? Because when the daggone what was it? The Hamite walked up on him and said, "Lord, you got it."
I was just finna get it.
Break it out, man.
She says she a Christian, which means she's supposed to follow Christ, right? Give me Matthew chapter 15 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
15 to 26. Because this is a person not of the nation of Israel, not of Christ's people. Right? Because they like to say we go to the Old Testament. Let's see what Christ called this lady. Read.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 26.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs.
What was the compassion right there?
Right, what none?
It wasn't no compassion.
Christ didn't show no compassion. It was cast it to the dogs. Hey, and look, and a lot of people gonna be like, oh, keep reading. Read verse 27.
Right.
Verse 27. And she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table.
I know exactly who I am. I'm a Pikachu. I know exactly who I'm a Labradoodle. I'm a Labradoodle right now. I understand that. You know. Read.
Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith.
Great is thy faith. Go ahead.
Be it unto thee, even as thou wilt.
Leave me alone. Just get the hell on. Go. Okay, you're Labradoodle. Thank God one of you heathens understand.
Right.
Be it unto you. Go. Get from me. And when you read the book of Mark, it shows he was trying to hide and get some sleep.
Yep.
He just wanted some damn peace. Oh, woman, great is your faith.
What?
Go.
Read verse 23.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 23.
Bring it out. But he first said something to him. Read.
But he answered her not a word.
Why did he ignore her?
Right.
Why did he ignore her if we as Christians supposed to? I'm commanded.
Why did Jesus embrace her?
Right.
Why did he didn't hug her?
Right.
I thank you for seeking me out, O other nations.
Right. He ignored her.
Keep reading me out, O Gentile.
And his disciples came.
What?
His disciples came.
The people that was with him. Read.
And besought him, saying, send her away.
Go on now, get.
Nah, hug him.
Send her away.
Nah, fix her hair.
Send her away.
Nah.
Give her your Bible.
Give her your Bible.
Send her away.
The people that was with him, the disciples, the men that was learning from Christ, said, send her away. Christ ignored her. Then he called her a dog.
Yeah.
What a compassion.
Hey, watch this. Get Proverbs 11:21.
Break it out.
While you're getting that, and also, did Christ even tell the disciples, why did y'all say that?
Right.
Why
Yeah.
did y'all
He
speak
didn't
so
correct
harsh? He didn't do that.
No.
And he'll say, haven't I taught y'all anything about love? Since I've been here, don't you know anything about compassion?
You didn't know I came for everybody on the earth? Why turn this heathen away?
Read that, bro. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21.
Read out.
Though hand join in hand.
Though hand join in hand. Though you want to be connected to the white woman so bad. Read.
The wicked.
The who?
The wicked.
The murderer.
Shall not be unpunished.
Says you might show compassion, but I ain't showing no compassion. The wicked gonna be punished. Watch this. Right. Go to Psalms. Go to Psalms chapter 11 and verse 6.
Hey, we got more videos too, y'all. We go in just the first video.
Go to Psalms 11 and 6, bro.
Psalms chapter 11 and verse 6.
Let's see how the Lord feel about compassion towards evil, wicked people. Read.
upon the wicked he shall rain snare, fire, and brimstone, and in horrible tempest.
Watch this.
There shall be the portion of their cup.
Why King David didn't say, Lord, don't rain fire, tempest upon the wicked? He let you know straight. The wicked, the Lord got fire and brimstone waiting on them. This is the portion of their doings.
What happened for the separation of church and state? How about that?
Oh yeah, that don't exist when it's.
Hey, and that's another thing because they're trying to
slave and master.
They trying to actually. They did a lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They doing a lawsuit regarding that right now.
Hey, go to the next video. Or the article, video, whatever it is. Pull it up, and we're gonna show you. We're gonna show this right here. You know, like as separation between church and state don't apply when it comes to slave and master, because politicians don't go to white churches to get votes; they go to black churches to get votes. Read that for us, soldier.
Freedom from Religion Foundation files complaint against judge after giving Bible to Amber Geiger.
Go down, scroll down. So she gave her own Bible, right?
Ain't no
keep going.
How do you know that this white woman is even
right there.
a follower of Christ? How you know she's not a Muslim?
Keep scrolling. Right.
How you know she's not an atheist?
Yeah.
She said that.
Right there.
The lady says she want to learn about Christ, but I don't even have a Bible. I don't even know where to start.
Hey, it's great said. It's great said right here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't bring it up, but look at this. It says the judge came up to the defense table after first hugging and speaking with Jean's family. She then came up to Geiger and spoke with her. Geiger's defense attorney gave more context to the moment in a Thursday interview. The judge said, "You got to forgive yourself first," and then they talked. Defense attorney Toby Shook said, "Amber said, I don't have my Bible," and she said, "I'll be right back." That's when Judge Kim left the court, went to her chambers, and returned with her personal Bible to give to Geiger. Now I can see why she gave her own Bible, because I guarantee you her Bible don't look like an Israelite Bible. Hey, let me show you how Israelite. Hey, zoom in on that right there. Hey, this is how Israelite Bibles look right there.
Right.
That's how Israelite Bibles look right there.
Hey, Cap, she couldn't even find John.
Look at that. This is how Israelite Bibles look right there. Our stuff is highlighted, precepts, falling apart, everything right there. Look at that. This brother ain't even got no cover on his right there. That's how Israelite Bible look.
That's right.
She would quickly give her Bible because they ain't got no damn precepts in it. That Bible probably brand new right there.
Got the plastic on it.
Probably got some chicken grease on the corner or something. That's it. NIV too, right? She said, "I'll be right back," and she gave her Bible, right? She gave her Bible to Geiger. Scroll down some. Scroll down, and it says, "This is your job for the next month." Kemp told Geiger, "You read right here, John 3:16, the ultimate Negro scripture for all their oppressors to be saved, no matter what they do."
Hey, hold on. So you telling me for the rest for 10 years she only gonna read
John 3:16?
She was only instructed to read one scripture for 10 years.
You know,
unbelievable.
Hey,
amazing.
She should have gave her the book of Obadiah to read.
That's right. Give her ass the book of Obadiah. Give her Revelation 13 and 9. Give her Isaiah 34 to read. Give her Isaiah 66. Give her Matthew 15:24. Give her Hosea. Give her Micah chapter 5 verse 7. Give her those scriptures. John 3:16, my ass.
That was the get out of jail free card.
Hey, now you know what that was, Cap? You know what that was? What she did was she just established her seat for the next running.
Right.
She just established her seat. She will never leave that seat as a judge. She will be on that seat as a judge for a very long time.
Right on
because now she has the backing of the police department. Dallas Police Department department is, I think, the biggest department in Texas, I believe. I don't know.
Hey, you right. Romans 6:23. Bring out Romans 9:13. You damn
that?
right. Good point. Go ahead, Cap. Bring it.
Oh, you want to bring it?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, I was about to say we can bring it out. But what I'm saying was, she gonna be on the seat for a very long time because she backed up the police who put her there.
Yeah.
The police backed her, and now she done her job. You know, she'll be there for the rest of her life.
You said a lot of these people are people who go ahead and do these acts, basically showing acts of kindness to these nations that put us to death. They basically in full agreement. Listen, I still need my position. I still got white man Jesus on my mind. I still see them as our rulers. So the hell with my people. I need my position. I need my money. So I can keep on functioning this way.
Because she said, I can't get my seat with my people. I can't get here with y'all. So I got to be in the pocket of each
Hey, that's crazy. We show more compassion to people that hate us than people that look like us.
That's crazy.
Because we have never seen, in the history of America, we have never seen a judge come off the seat to embrace a Negro that has just committed murder.
And I think that's the next picture we got. And just with this Amber Geiger case and the hugging of, this proves without a shadow of a doubt that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. We will rob, steal, and kill from each other, but when it comes to the other nations, we will cease all of that and envy our oppressor.
Right.
That's exactly what the Bible says, how Israel was through the Babylonian captivity, the Assyrian captivity, the Greek captivity, and the Roman captivity. We loved our oppressors and we hated our own brother. That's why Jesus, when he came on the earth, he taught what? Love your neighbor, which is your people, as yourself, because we love the Romans, we love the Greeks, we love the Babylonians more than we loved our own people. We the Israelites, hands down, no doubt.
Absolutely right, because when you look at it, Christ wasn't trying to be with Potiphar and all them other. No. When you even read Matthew 18, if your brother is not getting it, he said treat them as what? A heathen.
And let you know he wasn't dealing with them.
Wasn't dealing with them.
And look at it. Check this out. This is just using some. That's why people don't know nothing but John 3:16. They don't know what verse 15 say. Nope. They don't know what verse 14 say.
Nope.
Jesus, when he was on the earth, he did not go down into the land of Moab.
Right.
He did not go to the Canaanites and teach them. He did not go to Syria to teach. Right. He did not go to Mesopotamia to teach. He didn't travel to none of those places. He stayed in one place teaching his own people. Right. Yep. And if you understand basic geography, you can put it one down. If Christ walked the earth at that time, how come he didn't go and teach other people? Right. He stayed in one place. Right. He went to North Israel and South Israel and only dealt with his people. If he loved everybody like John 3:16 says, why did he walk a Sabbath day journey to go to the land of Moab? It was right there. He didn't do it. It's for a reason, because John 3:16 don't mean that. Right. Give me Isaiah 45:17. We're going to show you exactly what Jesus Christ was quoting in the New Testament, in the Old Testament. Read that, Isaiah 45:17. Then we're going to the next picture.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17.
Bring it out.
But Israel shall be saved in the Lord.
That shall saved with an everlasting salvation. That's what it says in John 3:16. Go ahead.
With an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
For God so loved the world. Jesus is just paraphrasing what Isaiah said. And if you, now look at this. This is what real Bible scholars do. Guess who Jesus quoted more than any other prophet in the Old Testament? You know who it was, Captain Verge? You know who it was? Isaiah. He quoted Isaiah more than any other prophet in the Old Testament.
Because watch this, Cap. When Christ was walking the earth, there was no Matthew, Luke, Mark, John, Romans, Acts. There was none of that. So everything Christ spoke from, just like he said, if you believe on Moses, you believe me.
Right.
Because he wrote of me. If you don't believe his words, then you ain't going to believe what I'm saying.
Right, because wasn't no New Testament written.
No New Testament.
So John 3:16 is only Isaiah 45 and 17. Read Isaiah 45:17 again.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end.
Without end, that world is Israel.
That's right.
That will be saved with an everlasting salvation that God sent his son for.
That's a cold precept. And if he was thinking like that, quoting Isaiah, he surely must have been quoting Isaiah 14.
Right.
A bunch of those scriptures.
Yeah.
That's his mindset. That's why he ignored her.
Yeah.
We gonna kill you anyway.
Do your research, like it says in Job 8:8. Google it. See who Christ quoted more than any other prophet. It was the book of Isaiah.
Yep.
So John 3:16 goes directly back to Isaiah 45 and 17.
Yep.
Go to that next picture or video that we got out there. Let's bring it up. Look what this pastor, you know, he might believe in white Jesus, whatever, but he got some damn sense. Read that for us, soldier, what he said.
Bishop Talbert Swan, you should have never come off the bench. How many black murderers do you come off the bench to talk to, embrace,
cut,
and give Bibles to?
Double cut.
As Christians, we're supposed to do our jobs in the secular world. We can show love and compassion without crossing boundaries of professionalism.
So he's basically pissed. The point we want at is how many black people she ever did that to.
Right.
You know how many black people she did that to? Put the camera on me. Put the camera. I want you to show it.
Here we go.
Absolutely zero. You know how we know that was absolutely zero? Because they said that's the first time ever in the history of the court system
Bring it
that
out.
a judge has ever hugged a convicted murderer ever in the history of the court system. So she has never came off the bench to hug a black person.
She's secretly believing that she didn't do it, or she wasn't wrong.
Subliminally, I know you didn't do it, but you know it's up to the jury.
It's up to the jury, not
the jury.
Bruh,
If it was up to me, I would have given.
They gave her 10 years, bruh. Of course, they don't believe that this woman intentionally tried to kill
And I didn't even have time enough to pull up the video of the black girl and the white dude, where the black girl said, "Come on now, y'all. I couldn't give this girl 27 years for killing him. I just couldn't do it. Look how sad she looked."
Come on.
Give me Sirach chapter 10, man. Look how sad she looked. I couldn't give her 27 years. Come on now. That's the black girl saying that. We should just love everybody. She's caught up in the damn white Jesus matrix
There you
too.
go.
Give me that in Sirach chapter 10. Never trust your enemy, man.
That's
You know
why
what I
they'll
want.
never choose us to be jurors.
There we go.
Because I've been there damn for 2 years. I would
Not
never
guilty.
agree.
Not
I
guilty.
would never agree,
They
man.
would have sent you home, man.
They just sent you home.
Quick.
Hey, we're
Get
gonna show
him
you what
off.
they
Get him
we're gonna
off.
show you what they did to black people that's in the
Get him
jury.
off the damn.
Hey, read that
You
real
gotta go.
quick.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Just because they put on a smiling face, so you know who learned that the hard way? The Native Americans.
Yep.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
The Native Americans, they made treaties with the white man, and they didn't keep none of them at all.
Yep.
They could have told
Last one
you,
of
don't
them.
trust them damn white people. Don't trust the sport.
trust
What they call
them.
them, the snake with a forked tongue.
forked tongue.
Don't trust them. God said, never trust your enemy. Read on.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
He will always be who he is. Iron will always rust. They will always be wicked. Read on.
Though he humble himself,
He cried. Though he embraced him. Go ahead.
and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
When you wipe a glass, you can see your true reflection. That's what God's saying. When you wipe off a looking glass, which is a mirror, you can see your true self. If you don't trust them, if you don't set them by you, when you wipe off the glass, you'll see the true them. That's what God's saying. But if you caught up in that whole kumbaya Christianity, you will never see them for who they truly are.
Right.
Damn, it's crazy. Bible's a true book, man. Go to the next.
That's a cold precept.
Go to the next picture. Go to the next picture. Y'all better pay attention to God. You better listen. He knows what he's talking about. hypocrisy is same pastor. Hypocrisy is white Christians celebrating Brent John's forgiveness of a racist white cop who murdered his brother, but can't forgive Kaepernick for kneeling in protest of racist. Scroll down. Of racist white cops like Amber Geiger killing innocent unarmed blacks.
Come on,
stay with me, y'all. Where you at? Unarmed blacks.
That's it. Oh,
like Botham Jean. That's hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That's why God said you can't trust
basically
him.
what the bishop is saying, Kaepernick took a stand just for this type of event.
For this exact
purpose. Just for this purpose. Well, one of our brothers was a cold-blooded killed when he was innocent, but nobody has forgiven Kaepernick for that.
Nope.
Hey, check this out, because I was meditating.
Nobody has embraced Kaepernick.
I was meditating on this. Show me, because he talked about hypocrisy. Show me one white person that has ever went and hugged an Arab and said, I forgive you for 9/11.
With bombs.
Ow!
With
America's still over there.
Still fighting, right? Show me one white person that ever went and hugged an Arab, said, I forgive you for 9/11. Show me one fake Jew.
Where's that?
One fake Jew that ever went and hugged a neo-Nazi, a German, and said, I forgive you for the Holocaust.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that's heavy. Even Vietnam vets, because they still talk about Vietnam.
Yeah,
I work. That's all I hear. They will never ever go hug a Vietnamese and tell them that, oh, what you did is okay.
Yep.
I forgive you.
Yep.
Nope.
So
they hold them grudges to the grave.
What, that was 50, 60, 70 years ago?
They go to the grave with that hate.
So you know what that?
Only one that
you know what that means? That means that you Israelites, you are still stuck in a slave mentality. And you have not been freed from the truth of God that shall set you free.
Hey, that's heavy.
I want to pull a script. I want to see if Christ had a forgiving spirit.
That's heavy right there.
Bring it out.
Let's see. Go to Luke chapter 18. Let's read a parable. Luke 18. All right. This is a parable. I want you to read that. Start at verse 1. Read it a little fast.
Luke chapter 18 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And he spake a parable unto them to this end.
Listen good. Come on.
That men ought always to pray and not to faint.
You see that? Pray for this. We're going to read it. Read.
Saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not God.
Come on.
Neither regarded men. And there was a widow in that city. And she came unto him saying, avenge me of my adversary.
Do what?
Avenge me at mine adversary.
Avenge me of my adversary, my enemy. Come on.
And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself.
Stop. I'm going to speed it up. This widow represents Israel.
Right.
You blacks and Hispanics. Praying to the Most High to avenge us of all the bloodshed, all the atrocities that was made against our nation. Read.
Though I fear not God, nor regard men.
Listen to what the judge said.
Yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her.
He will do what?
I will avenge her.
This judge represents God. Read.
Lest by her continual coming she worry me.
Read.
And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said.
Read.
And shall not God avenge his own elect?
Shall not God avenge his own elect?
Heavy.
Meaning he will avenge us. Things like this that happen to Botham Jean, it will be avenged upon those same nations. All right.
Read on. Now keep reading, man.
Which cry day and night unto him.
Which do what?
Which cry day and night unto him.
Praying for vengeance day and night. Not coming off the stand to hug your oppressor that just put two hot ones in one of your brother's chest. Come on.
Though he bear long with them.
Though he bear long. Don't take time. Read.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
It is guaranteed to happen. Vengeance is guaranteed.
So
to
that
happen.
means that God and Jesus don't forgive like you Negroes down here on earth.
Right.
No. You kill my people, I'm going to hold off because the prophecy got to be fulfilled.
Right.
But I will not forgive. That's what Jesus and God is saying. I won't forgive the enemies of my people.
Right.
And read the next part. Nevertheless,
when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
So Christ is telling you, are you going to continue to pray for the destruction of your enemy? Are you going to continue to pray that I come and destroy them for you? Or are you going, when I come back, I'm going to see your ass hugging the person that shot your brother down?
Right,
is that what I'm going to find when I come back? Because I ain't never told you to do that.
Because Obadiah said, you cleaving on him, you're going to be...
Isaiah.
You gonna get caught up with him.
Yeah, so that's the scripture for the coons. If Most High come down, about to pass judgment on the oppressors who've been killing us, guess what? And he catch you hand to hand, you catching it too.
You too.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
Your mind ain't right. Your spirit ain't right. He can't do nothing with you. You gotta go also. Hey, go to the next one. Go to the next one here. We almost done, y'all. We cooking, man. This is how religion destroyed us, and it played out through the Botham Jean case, man. I know this thing been beat over the head, but we had to take it from a spiritual aspect. And this is another way how religion destroyed us. Real quick, we're gonna go down. Show the shoe. I ain't gonna lie to you real quick. The shoe is fresh. The shoe is fresh.
Lord help us.
Fresh. But look how much. $3,000 Jesus shoe and got white Jesus on the damn shoelaces filled with holy water.
Oh, Lord. I bet it's sold out already.
Sell out in minutes. Woo! What in the hell? $3,000 for a shoe.
Damn.
This is how religion destroyed us. You hug your enemies, you forgive your oppressors for their atrocities, and you buy a daggone Jesus shoe. White Jesus, $3,000
Nike made it.
with holy water. With the scripture, Matthew 14, 15, 25. I don't know what it is. Hey, can you? Where's the link at for that article?
Just scroll down.
Scroll down some.
It says online, right there, the second paragraph.
Go to the second paragraph
right
and
there.
click online, the second paragraph. And watch whose foot is in the shoe, y'all.
Click it.
Brace yourself. Walk on water.
Lord.
Sold out, $3,000.
Scroll down.
Got a white Jesus up there in the corner.
Please.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Do it. Don't
Oh, look at that. Oh, my.
I'm done.
Golly.
And Lord send me.
Lord, come drop the damn bombs,
you got
man.
White Mother Mary.
You got white Mary. You got three. You got two white Jesus. Then you got a white John in the corner, and you got a Negro bowing down, praying to him, man.
With the Jesus shoes on.
Keep going.
Going down.
Keep going,
Scroll down
man.
a bit. Keep going.
Oh, my goodness.
With the finger, with the two.
That's sickening, man.
Keep
That's
going.
sickening. I'm not gonna
This is what religion has done to us, y'all.
That's sickening, man.
Look at it with a white Jesus. Now look at it. See, it's a white man because we don't own Nike, and the company's name is Mischief, I think. So they made the shoe up and took a Nike shoe and made it up. But they know who's going to buy that shoe.
Yeah, they know.
Negroes that are caught up in white man Christianity is the one that's going to buy the shoe. So put a black dude in that shoe.
Yeah.
And look, go back to the article we was just at, because this is the website, right? Scroll up. $3,000 Jesus shoes sold out in minutes.
Sold out.
That's why we say, hey, black people ain't got a money problem. No. We got a spiritual problem. Niggas brought shoes for $3,000, man.
I'm done.
Can't even take care of their kids, man.
No.
Can't pay child support, but you spent $3,000 on a shoe with some damn dirty water?
Yeah.
Talk about it's the water from the River Jordan. You a damn lie.
Like you said, we don't have an economic problem. We have a morality problem. Right. This is crazy, man.
Yeah. We're going to see T.D. Jakes wearing them. We're going to see T.D. Jakes, Kanye probably.
Kurt Franklin.
Right. We're going to see them all wearing it.
It's an 8-second video that this white Christian, that judge, white Christianity, listen to what it has done to her. Like you said, she go down and hug Esau around her neck and give her Bibles and stuff. Listen to the brother that testified, that was the neighbor or whatever.
Right.
Watch this.
Yeah, he was a real hero.
Pull up the video.
The one that got killed.
He's a real hero, but then he came up He came up murdered.
That's why I say
within
hero.
the same week.
Because he stood up and he did the
Look at the disdain that this judge has for this brother.
Play that video.
Right, it's 8 seconds. This is the last little. Watch it. Look at her face. Watch this. Look how she roll her eyes at the brother.
Shaking my head. Listen, after the witness asked to be excused, she said, "Of course, I'm surprised he came. They killed that young man after he testified."
Right.
Play it.
Look at the disdain. Watch it. Look at that hate. I'm surprised he came.
Damn.
I'm surprised he came.
And then he ends up dead.
And he ends up shot in the mouth and shot somewhere else. I'm surprised he came. Why? Because he came to testify?
That ain't no incident. That ain't no coincidence, y'all. I don't know what happened to him.
They killed that brother. They said that people rolled from Louisiana
4 hours.
4 hours, 3 hours to get some weed, where in Louisiana weed is legal.
Right.
So you're going to ride to a place to get weed illegally from somebody who's just was on a high profile case who he's being watched right now. You going to go to Dallas to get weed when you in New Orleans, when you in Louisiana, where weed is legal.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense.
Don't make no sense.
Every hood Negro is like, what in the hell?
Yeah. Every Negro that ever sell weed.
What?
Don't know.
Nah,
that was dumb as hell.
You ain't fooling the drug dealers on the corner right now selling weed.
He feared for his life too. He said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Feared for his life.
Yeah.
He told him that he feared for his life.
Right.
Hey, this thing is real, man. I just want to say something real quick on that. This thing is real, y'all, where you will be murdered for standing up for your people that was murdered. The only way that you safe, you got to keep God's commandments.
That's right.
You got to repent and keep God's commandments. That's the only way. Because every other religion, every other doctrine, every other walk of life, hell, you can be safe in your house, eating ice cream on a sofa after a long days of work.
Right.
Ain't done no sin today. You ain't done nothing wicked that day. You chilling. And the Most High still pull your card. That's why you got to repent and keep God's commandments. That's the only way.
That's heavy. Go to that next one. Go to that next one, man. We almost done, y'all. We just got to get it out, man. Bear with us, Prince David. Go ahead. Play that next one, man. Oh, now this is what else religion. This is how else religion has destroyed us, man.
Yep.
Play the video, man. Play the video. What happened, man? Pull the video back up.
First of all, I just want to say
video.
I love President Donald J. Trump.
Good job, nigga. He gave me a pat on the back. Good job, nigga. I wanted you to say that.
The media is attacking him, but when they attack him, they are attacking us.
Massa? Yeah. We sick?
He is out here fighting for us. And they are harassing you, Mr. President, so they are harassing me.
Pause it. Pause it. You know what that means? Translation? Massa? We sick?
We's gonna eat tonight.
Massa?
We sick.
We sick? Massa, is they troubling us? Right. Massa, are we hungry?
Yeah, boy, that's sad, boy.
Massa, is we tired?
Tell you, those are the ones.
And then they got the sister, the lightest sister with blonde in her hair.
She's 20. No, that wasn't blonde hair. She's 20-something years old with gray hair.
That's gray hair?
Yeah, that's gray hair. A head full of gray hair.
On, man.
That's that new style right there, right? The green.
They got a coon up there. They attack you. They attack me, Ms. Mazza. And then they got the black woman in the back destroyed with a head full of gray hair. She's 22 years old. You ain't got no damn wisdom to have that kind of hair.
Goodness.
You paid for it. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. That's it. We showing the different things of how. Beta man.
Yeah, right on the head.
We showing how religion destroyed us, y'all.
For real.
This is how religion destroyed you. Go to that next video, man.
Like
Pull it up.
Female.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Listen to what Trump said.
African Americans built this nation.
You damn right we did.
We built this. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that.
Really?
I don't know if you know that.
No.
You're
No,
just
we don't.
starting to get, you built the nation. We all built it. But you were such a massive part of it.
He said, pause it.
Then you were given credit.
You know how we was a damn massive part of it? You enslaved us. More than you get a credit for. Thought you enslaved our ass.
And the dude said, you built it. Then he said, we all built it.
No, we
but
didn't.
you were a massive part of it.
Right.
Meaning you did the dirty work.
Right.
And we leave
You worked for free.
Paperwork. Yeah. You took care of field work, niggas.
And all of them in the background clap. Woo! Religion has destroyed us.
Yep.
Go ahead. Play the next video. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. I think we almost done here. This might be the last one, man. I thank you for tuning in to Four Corners News tonight, man.
Oh, praise.
And look, where's the mercy and forgiveness for this?
And this right
Where's
here,
the
Palm Beach
mercy
County.
and forgiveness?
This right here, Palm Beach County, Florida.
Yeah, this is in Florida. Where's the mercy and forgiveness for this? Play the video.
That's when he was supposed to be serving jury duty, paid for it with a jail sentence. The judge's stiff punishment now making headlines, and now the sleepy offender went before that same judge again. ABC's Diane Macedo is here with what happened next. Diane, good morning.
Wick, good morning to you. There was no oversleeping for this court appearance. DeAndre Somerville asked that judge to reconsider his sentence after spending 10 days behind bars for missing that day of jury duty. Now, DeAndre says jury duty was the first time he ever set foot in a courthouse. Now, after a new ruling by the judge, it looks like he'll be spending a lot more time there.
Look at that.
I never been in jail. I'm not made for jail.
This young man is now working to clear his record after spending 10 days behind bars for missing jury duty.
How smug he is.
This was an immature decision that I made, and I paid the price for my freedom.
21-year-old DeAndre Somerville was sworn in as a juror for a civil case in August. He was scheduled to appear the next morning, but says he missed his alarm and overslept. Rather than heading to the courthouse or alerting the bailiff, Somerville went to work, not knowing there would be major repercussions. A few days later, he was served with a summons and appeared before a judge. The presiding judge, John Kastronakis, said Somerville's absence delayed the trial by 45 minutes. The judge originally sentenced Somerville to 10 days behind bars, 1 year of probation, 150 hours of community service, and a $223 fine.
Look at that.
Wow.
Where's the mercy from that judge?
That it wasn't important for him to come back to court.
But Judge Kastronakis is now reducing the probation to 3 months. Somerville's mother says she's relieved at the decision.
So I'm glad that everything was lessened. So I appreciate the judge for doing that.
Somerville now calls the experience a lesson learned.
I'm able to tell the next person who may feel like, oh, jury duty is stupid, I don't need to come. It's not stupid, it's a civic duty.
And the judge called this a classic example of good people making bad mistakes. He's now considering expunging the contempt of court charge from Somerville's record. One of the conditions for that, Somerville will now have to give speeches to potential jurors about the importance of jury duty.
10 days. I have covered so many court cases, and I've seen lots of people get less than 10 days for much more than not showing up.
The judge also emphasized that one of the big things was that he didn't notify the courts after. He didn't call the jury's office and say, listen, I overslept, I'm sorry, what do I do? He just kind of carried on, and I think that was part of the reason for that.
Goodness gracious. Well, thanks, Diane.
Lesson learned, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
Well, where's the mercy? Where's the mercy and the forgiveness for that young black man?
No hugs.
Don't have a criminal record. Go to Ecclesiastes 8. He's never been in the courtroom before. I ain't made for jail. And they had that 21-year-old boy served 10 days in jail, man.
10 days, man. I'm gonna tell
you know how crazy that is? That's shocking for a brother that's never been to jail.
I was about to say that right there. That killed his spirit of that innocence in him that he never experienced jail or turmoil like that. The brother don't got a criminal record. The brother never been arrested. Like I said, he never stepped foot in a courtroom before besides that day. And then I'm about to say another word, but the Edomite, the wicked, oh, goodness gracious. The way he was sitting there with his arms crossed, like,
turkey neck.
Nigga. Yeah, nigga, apologize. $223 fine. The brother don't work. That's right, he do work. He do work. But the brother, a year probation. You know how long a year is for probation? What you say? Right, for 45 minutes delay in the case. I'm going to give you a year probation. I'm going to give you 150 hours customer service. And you know what else? You know what else the judge ordered? He had to come before a juror every week.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, he had to come before a juror and explain to them why jury duty is important.
Right.
That's some evil stuff, man.
That's a heavy burden. But it was no mercy showed to him, right? So, black people talking about, oh, we all serve the same God, we all in the same religion. White folks don't see the Bible the same way that you do. They don't extend that damn love and compassion for you niggas like you do for them. You know why? That's because you got a slave mentality. They ain't worried about forgiving you. None of it. No, that ain't even all they. And it's a scripture in Sirach, man, that says it talks about even when the oppressed is right, that if the judge speaks, they will side with the judge, and that the oppressed has to seek mercy from the unjust, even though we be right at the same time. That's exactly what we see right there with that young brother right there. Exactly what we see. Now let's go to the last one. Go to that last one. That last video. We're going to find that scripture. Go ahead. Yeah, here we go. This is what you was talking about, Cap Sabaris.
Amber Geiger can get 10 years for murder when my own brother is serving. It's very baffling to me that Amber Geiger can get 10 years for murder when my own brother is serving 14 years for assault, and Juan Rayford Jr. is serving 220 years and 11 life sentences when no one was hurt. What's just as baffling is the black sheriff stroking Amber's hair, the black judge hugging her, and Botham John's own brother forgiving and hugging her. And I'm not judging him, because people handle grief in different ways. When you're grieving, what you desire is peace, and forgiveness brings you peace. But so many people, white and black, are applauding him for his compassion and forgiveness. I'm not opposed to forgiveness, but this goes for everyone. Reserve forgiveness and compassion for the black-on-black crime that everyone loves to bring up whenever we talk about police brutality. Reserve forgiveness and compassion for the ghettos that you look down on because you haven't had to live that experience. Reserve forgiveness and compassion for the black-owned business that you went to once and vowed never to go to again because of a minor issue. Reserve forgiveness and compassion for black men and women not understanding each other due to a shared traumatic experience that neither of us are responsible for. Reserve forgiveness and compassion when we talk about these injustices instead of telling us to get over it. I'm so tired of us having such a forgiving heart to people that openly brutalize us, yet we don't pass on any of that forgiveness to each other. Forgiveness is beautiful and necessary when the intention is to rectify past and ongoing wrongs. But because they have not and have no intention to even admit or correct their wrongs, the slavery, the genocides, and their extensive and ongoing crimes against humanity, they do not deserve our compassion or our forgiveness. And we as black people have to stop being so docile. Docility
there you go. You see that? That's a revolutionary spirit.
That's just to say they don't deserve our compassion.
They don't deserve it. All the atrocities, we the only one forgiving our enemies.
Right. Chinese ain't forgiving no damn body. Arab ain't forgiving no damn body. Russians ain't forgiving no damn body. East Indians ain't forgiving no damn body.
Hey, Cap, the whole sole purpose of Iran's military is to destroy America.
Yeah. They ain't forgiving nobody.
They will never forgive America. Iraq will never forgive America. Russia will never forgive America.
And
hell, Japan will never forgive China. They live right next to each other. They hate each other.
Right. Listen, and guess what? We just read earlier, Christ ain't gonna forgive them.
Right.
Christ is not forgiving them. The Most High does not forgive your oppressors for oppressing you.
That's right.
Believe it. Because we read over and over in the prophecies where Christ is plotting every day what he's going to do to you.
He's waiting on the number to be fulfilled.
Right.
So he can come back and render judgment to all those that have oppressed his people.
And guess what? That's the Christian thing to do. And that's the Christian thing to do.
Yeah.
But I like what she said, though, earlier about reserve forgiveness for your brothers that you know are having that black-on-black crime.
Yeah.
Reserve forgiveness for that black-owned business that you swore never to revisit again because of poor customer service.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Hey, go to Matthew 5:44. This is the scripture that has so many Negroes confused nowadays that is being mistaught in the Christian churches, that has a brother hugging the murderer, that has a judge hugging the murderer, that has a judge giving her John 3:16, that has young Negroes defending Trump. That has pastors saying, touch your neighbor, you're swinging on your own people. If he said beat the evil out of your neighbor, and it was a white person sitting next to him, they would have never touched them. But it's their own people, they'll haul off on them, right? Read Matthew 5:44 real quick.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 44.
Bring it out.
But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
That is the foundation of Christianity. When something is done wrong to the blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians in America, who are the Israelites. God says love your enemies. You got to love them and forgive those that hate you, because all you ask black folks across the board, they know black people are being oppressed. They know Hispanic people are being oppressed. They know Native Americans genocide was committed against them. But what did they do? They say, well, Jesus said love your enemies. Remember what you said earlier, Captain Gad. The New Testament was not written. So where was Jesus pulling that from?
There you go.
He didn't just make that up on the fly. Go to Exodus 23, verse 4 and 5. Here is the understanding of Matthew 5 and 24. Because remember, what did Jesus say? If you believe not Moses, what did it say?
You don't believe my word.
How should you believe my word? Because he wrote of me. Read that in Exodus 23, 4 and 5.
Exodus chapter 23 and verse 4. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his ass going astray.
Meet your who?
Your enemy's ox or his ass going astray.
Now, we all know who was in the book of Exodus. That was straight Israel that he was talking about. If you meet your enemy of Israel going astray, read on.
Thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee.
That what?
That hateth
your
thee.
Your own people that hate you. Read.
Lying under his burden. And wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him.
You know what?
Thou shalt surely help with him.
In Exodus 23, 4 and 5, you read about your enemies and those that hate you, which is talking about none other than the Israelites. That's who Jesus Christ is quoting in Matthew 5 and 44. Not everybody on the earth. Go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, let me get one more script for me. Revelations 13 and 10. Revelation 13. I just want to end my piece on this note right here, because everybody got the conclusion that Christ is coming to save everybody. Ain't gonna be no vengeance. Ain't gonna be no payback. Okay, let's see what Christ.
Naked white baby.
Right. Just naked white babies with wings with arrows. Read verse 9.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10.
Bring it out. Verse 9.
Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
You gotta understand, Christ is saying only a certain few gonna understand what he about to say right now, and only a certain people are going to accept what he's about to say right now.
Hey, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. To give you the if any man is not caught up in white man Jesus and Christianity, understand what I'm about to say.
Read, brother, read.
Verse 10.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
This is Christ talking.
That's right.
He said those that have led you into captivity, they will go into captivity.
Hey, check this out though. Hey, look how now it's just hit me. Look how deceitful the white man is. What color are the words of Jesus Christ in the Bible?
They're red.
But
what color is this?
Black. They didn't want you to know that that's Jesus talking right there.
They want you to know that was him talking.
That's heavy.
They put it in black so you don't correlate to Jesus Christ said that.
Heavy. Oh my.
Read, bro. Read verse 10 again.
He that leadeth into captivity,
come on,
shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth to slavery shall go into slavery. That's a promise. Read.
He that killeth with the sword.
What's the modern day sword today? The gun. He that killeth with the sword, the gun, read,
must be killed with the sword.
Hey, Jesus Christ said, you shoot my people that's sitting down on their sofa eating ice cream, ain't did nothing to you, ain't did nothing to the brother, ain't never killed the fly. You put my son in jail that ain't got a record for nothing.
Check how heavy this is. Christ ain't using a gun when he come back. What is saying in the book of Habakkuk? He coming back shooting with beams out of his hand.
That's it.
Shooting with beams. That's where they get Iron Man from when he got the beams coming out of his hand. They read the book of Habakkuk. That's what all of Avengers is based off the Bible.
Go ahead. Read on.
Here is the patience.
Here is the patience
and the faith of the saints.
Here is what we're looking forward to.
That's right.
We are looking forward to your captivity. That's right. And guess what? We won't have to do FCN no more. We won't have to get on here and spread the truth of what's going on with our people. Right. We won't have to do it no more. Why? Because it will be your ass in chains.
That's right. Hey, that's right. Hey, and you know what? Hey, and with that, we gonna wrap it up.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. And our children too. We have abandoned. How are you? People want to know, who's the king?
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.